Welcome seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky. If you are a returning member, then welcome back. And if you are not, consider subscribing so that you can be alerted whenever I upload one of these pick a card videos. This channel is dedicated to pick a card videos, as well as Tarot 101 learning the tarot videos and just many other things. So subscribe so you don't miss an alert. Also, I want to share with you seekers something very special for the fall. I'm offering a special on my one question written readings. I'm dropping the prices down to $10 for just one question. It's a massive discount, and I'm planning on just keeping it for the fall. This is a special. It is the season of the witch, and it's just a very special time. All Hallows Eve is right around the corner, so this is a special that might not be around for very long. So $10 for one question. I'm going to include the link in the description below. Thank you, seekers. All right, so today's reading, we're going to talk about 3 months. 3 months from now. This is going to be an in-depth reading. We're going to cover all topics, just growth, love, career, family. If there's any guidance or advice that Spirit would like to show us for those 3 months, then I'll definitely go ahead and communicate that to you. So let's go ahead and get started. In front of you, seekers, you have 3 groups. This is group number 1. Let me show you the artwork associated with group number 1. You've got a cute little cat and a small girl. Group number 2, you've got 2 crystals there. And then in group number 3, you've got these rocks. All right, now if you're drawn to more than one group, there might be a message in that group for you. So go ahead and watch the first group that you were attracted to, and then go to the second one if you felt called to pick a second group. There might be some information for you there as well. So I am going to include the timestamps in the description below. I will see you in your group. Welcome group number 1 to your pick a card reading, where we were going to be talking about the next 3 months, what is coming in the next 3 months for you. Now, just want to give you a big announcement. I'm lowering the prices on my readings to $10 for just one question. This is on the written readings. I'm going to include the links below. This is a fall special, fall season special. So I hope that you seekers enjoy that. The link again is down below. Let's go ahead and get started. So in front of you, there are 2 oracle cards. The first one is from the Witchcraft. You picked a small girl petting her cute cat. Let's see what's behind this. Okay. Random acts of kindness. I am kind and can show others kindness. Interesting. All right, and then this is from the Gratitude Oracle deck. So for the Gratitude Oracle deck, you have the possibilities. Okay, this is interesting. Possibility. So this is a very insightful illustration with these possibilities, right? You have essentially a woman peeking into a box. That box can very well be Pandora's box, and it is being unlocked, and out of it there's this sense of just fulfillment. There's a sense of mastery. There's a sense of being connected to a divine source. What you have coming out of that box are spirit animals, and so anytime you see that, it's kind of our primal nature. It's going back and learning and understanding how things work around us and what makes us grow. And it's interesting because you did pick the one with the cat, and that I find very interesting. And now you've got, unlocking this kind of Pandora's box, and you have all these animals showing up. So for me, anytime I see a lot of animals, it's just a symbol of learning a new skill. We ourselves learned a lot of things from the animals. I mean, they're one of the reasons why we're so powerful, why we have what we have, is because we learned from the animals. And so there might be something there to consider. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to utilize a new tarot deck today. It's called the Faring Pinter, Faring Pinter Tarot. It's a pretty interesting tarot deck. Thought I'd show it to you seekers today. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think about this deck in the comments section. So let's go ahead and shuffle and see what these next 3 months are going to look like for you seekers. What are these next 3 months going to be bringing you? Interesting theme here with these two oracle cards. So I'm very interested to see what else we obtain. All right. Here we are. What's coming? All right. Boy, oh boy. So, the first thing that I am noticing is financial gain. That's definitely one of the first area that you're going to master, that you're going to overcome. In the next 3 months, you're going to have an influx of cash, and these tangible assets are going to just assist you, help you in every way. You're going to be able to utilize those resources and maybe put it to work, make some future investments that lead to prosperity. But there is definitely money coming in. We see it with the Two of Coins. All right, we see it with the Two of Coins here. This is essentially balancing the energies around you as it comes to the physical, as it comes to your tangible assets, your money, your wealth. So the fact that it's upright just tells me that money's coming in. Now, as far as a guidance and advice, I do see some things here, right? So you've got this energy of exhaustion with the Ten of Wands. So I guess, when we look at this card and we look at the actual meaning of the Ten of Wands, it is exhaustion. It's being tired from too much work, right? And so I think that in your pursuit to obtain that money, which you are going to, and you're going to be very successful at it, you might get a little burned out, or you might in some ways feel like, you're working too hard. Just so whenever that happens, make sure that you are taking the necessary breaks, that you are, prioritizing yourself, and you're prioritizing what you want. And the reason why is because if you don't do that, you're going to feel almost emotionally drained. You're going to feel like your mind won't be able to just put things together. You're going to have a little bit of a tougher time feeling happy and content, and it will affect your relationships, which is why we've got this Two of Cups here. Two of Cups actually came out reversed. So it's talking about almost a disconnection, right? From love, a disconnection from that energy of just feeling content or complete with that other significant person. So, be very careful with that, right? Two of Pentacles. We know that you're going to be successful financially and you're going to get what you want. Just make sure that that doesn't mean sacrificing your relationships with other people. Even if you have to set some time aside to be with them, go ahead and do that, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this financial blessing is that I feel that a lot of you have been working towards it. You've really been wanting this. You've been trying to manifest this. It could be through investments that you're making. It could be through just a career change that you want to bring into to manifest, or a job that you've been trying to get, maybe a job change. And the reason why it's so important is because it's going to unlock some kind of new possibility for you, right? We have here the possibilities oracle card showing up as the main theme for the next 3 months. So you're going to have a lot of different options available to you. So, I almost feel like for a lot of you, maybe there's been a lack of resources, or maybe there's been some restrictions, or maybe, you just haven't been able to move like you've normally moved in the past, or like you would like to move. And now, with reaching that place of balance in your financial side, on the financial side of things, you're going to be able to unlock that Pandora's box, and newer and greater possibilities will unlock for you. It could very well lead you to a nice vacation, a nice time with family and friends. The one thing that is a theme here, right? 2 of Cups reverse, 5 of Cups reverse. So just make sure that you are in many ways checking in with the people that you care about. Your family, your friends, your loved ones. If you have a partner at the current time, make sure that you're checking in with them. Make sure that you are showing them that you're there. Make sure that you are communicating the reason why you might be a bit absent, right? Because I feel like in your pursuit for that coin, with the 2 of coins, you might essentially sacrifice those relationships, or you might not prioritize them, or they might just feel a bit left out. So just make sure that you're doing that. If you need to take a mental break, go ahead and take it. We do have the Page of Swords here. And this Page of Swords is interesting because this Page of Swords is kind of showing up in a position where they've reached almost the end of a very arduous road, and now they're just taking a knee, right? Taking their helmet off. You can tell that this knight has battled, has been through some kind of war or calamity. It looks like this knight was victorious. We do see that you are going to be victorious when it comes to your finances. And now this knight maybe lacks a little direction. Maybe they're just mentally exhausted. And so it's almost like they need to take a break. Make sure that you are doing that if needed, when needed. Also, make sure that you aren't feeling emotionally drained or exhausted in some way. I feel that there might be a tendency for that for the next 3 months. So you got the 5 of Cups here, and the 5 of Cups is showing reverse, which is just this emotional disconnection, suffering over things that you have no control over, maybe a bit of depression, or just going over things that you shouldn't be going over. So, if there's something that you are regretting, or if there's this situation that you can't control but you keep thinking about it and thinking about it, make sure that you aren't giving that any attention. Make sure that you are just forgetting about it, moving on from that. I feel that will lead you to this exhaustive energy. All right, and so even though you are going to be very successful with your finances, I think that the next 3 months, the theme for the next 3 months for you, group number 1, is money, tangible assets, right, leading to new possibilities. So those are kind of like the blessings coming, but it's very important for you to check your energy levels. There's a lot of guidance being shown here from Spirit. Spirit wants you to reach that. Spirit is telling you will. But make sure that you aren't giving things that you should not be giving your attention to. Any attention, because it will drain you energetically with this 10 of Wands here. And you don't want that. You want to have all of the resources. You want to have the fire, the drive. You want to have that energy to be able to get to this place right here and be able to then unlock the possibilities that are in front of you. So it's interesting. And then the other oracle card, which we haven't given much attention to, I am kind and can show others kindness. So, it leads right into that 5 of Cups energy that we have here reversed, right? I am kind and can show others kindness. So make sure that you are first kind to yourself. Make sure that you are also kind to other people for the next 3 months, right? I feel that maybe there's some collaboration that's going to take place. That might just mean that you are going to benefit from being kind to someone, from being in many ways someone who goes out of their way to say hi. Just make sure that you are kind for the next 3 months. That's going to benefit you. It will benefit your pocket as well, from what I'm seeing here. All right, so we are going to go ahead and throw some oracle cards, huh? Let's go ahead and throw some oracles. We're going to start with a new oracle deck called the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. So let's go ahead and throw just one Just got these cards yesterday. Let's see, these are the oracles. Reindeer medicine. Okay. So you got here reindeer medicine, and the message here is journey into the depths of your soul. An awakening of sight revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. Interesting. And again, more animal symbolism in your reading. That's very interesting. So the deer is a symbol of, again, abundance and prosperity when it comes to money. And also it's a symbol of leadership, right? And it's almost like the deer beckons you to follow it into the unknown so that you can learn something more about yourself, so that you can get to an understanding, and that will ultimately, assist you on your journey. So I think that what this deer is telling you to do for the next 3 months is to, whenever you can take some time to learn something new, go ahead and do it. I feel that you are going to gain some kind of understanding and some kind of knowledge about yourself that will assist you either in your, your new possibilities, your ventures. This is essentially, inner strength, taking a journey, fighting for your dreams. So some of you have dreams, some of you have ambitions, some of you have projects that you would like to maybe fund. And it's perfectly illustrated with the Two of Pentacles and the possibilities. So I feel like, for the next 3 months, you are going to be given the opportunity to manifest these things, right? Things are going to be presented to you. So you're going to be able to take action and move in the direction of your dreams. Now, just understand that goals do take work. Even if all of the cosmic forces behind you are supporting you, you might still have to face the challenges on your soul's paths, no matter how aligned you are with spirit. But with this reindeer medicine, you're essentially being told that you're going to gain a lot of understanding, you're going to grow stronger, and you're going to have more resources. You're going to become more resourceful, and you will find a way to just face your fears and all of your worries and your ambitions. And that is the lesson that the reindeer is trying to bring you, right? Which is the reason why it's medicine, reindeer medicine. So essentially, stay the course is the message from the reindeer. You are at this moment doing what you should be doing for your path towards success. And you may not see it now, because I feel like maybe for some of you there are some harsh conditions in your way. And so whenever there's harsh conditions, it's a little difficult to be able to see through those hard conditions what is truly coming and what you're manifesting. But you are very close to what you are seeking. That is why reindeer spirit showed up. That is why reindeer spirit is showing up right now. It's here to tell you, you are very close to what you are seeking. So just stay on that path, right? Stay on that path and you will have success. All right, so let's throw another oracle. This one is from the Sacred Light Oracle. Let's see what information we get from these oracle cards for the next 3 months. Spirit, galactic vibration. Interesting. Galactic vibration. So let's take a look at this card. There's some keywords attached to this card. We've got personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. My oh my. So this is a very powerful card, right? And number 15 breaks down to 6, so it's like reaching a place of balance. 6 is a very balancing number. So the fact that you've got this card right after you got that reindeer medicine tells me that you are going to grow in a very big way, very, very dynamic way. I think that you are entering a new cycle in your life where your psychic abilities are in some ways amplified. With this galactic vibration, essentially what you're being told is that your connection to spirit is going to be closer. You're going to be able to see and feel more than you have been. I think that you, with these new possibilities that are coming, right? That is the theme for your reading. You're going to be able to kind of go in the direction that you should be going. Perhaps this is something that has been a problem for you, just making decisions, moving past certain limitations. And, I feel like a lot of you have this calling or you have this purpose that's helping humanity. And so you know, that galactic vibration is one of divine expression, right? So it's almost like the universe's continual energy expansion alongside the remnants of it. So you're being kind of told that you are going to gain some kind of insight. And even though you might in some ways reach a place of knowing, that will only move you even further into what's next. So it's a very strong, almost magician energy where you are gaining more as you progress, where you are manifesting more as you gain new insights, new pieces of information that ultimately lead to tools. And yeah, I mean, it is a very beautiful card to get. And I think that you are going to be able to use these gifts that are going to be given to you to fulfill a very important need, to fulfill a very important, almost cosmic purpose, or just divine purpose. To be quite honest, it's really beautiful, that card. So you know, it's also telling you what this galactic vibration is telling you is reach high, right? We look at the remaining keywords there, direct channel. And so whenever you have that ability, whenever you have that kind of power, we have to ask ourselves, you know, why is it? Why have we been given this direct channel? Why is it that we're going to be able to see clearer and understand more? Well, it's because our purpose is great. And in order for us to be able to fulfill that purpose, we need all of these extra gifts, all of these extra abilities that will be afforded to us with divine timing. And so I think that for a lot of you, that divine timing is taking place within the next 3 months, right? It leads us into those possibilities, and you're going to be able to make a good decision based on what's going to be presented to you. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a lover's oracle just to get, you know, a quick love message. I want to see if there are any love messages that we can maybe obtain here. So let's just shuffle. I'm going to throw 2 cards. 2 cards. All right. All right, so your first love message is, let's see. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. Interesting. So that is some advice, right? Definitely some guidance and some advice for the next 3 months as it pertains to love. You know, let there be closeness, but also always give each other space, right? Love never claims. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the other card. Sacred Union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Oh wow. Wow. I almost get the feeling that, you know, you've got two pieces of advice here. It's like, number one, you're being told here, you're being given some understanding of a relationship, maybe with a family member or friends, you know. And then with the other one, wait, I'm sorry, that's not a sacred, that's a sexual union. Wow. Okay, so we've got some PG-18 stuff going on here. So sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Wow, that is very interesting. So it looks like you are going to be potentially, you know, reaching a new relationship. For in the next 3 months, you might meet someone, you might have a boyfriend, girlfriend, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of passion between the two of you, which is why we've got this union here, this physical union going on here. So this is going to be very interesting. So awesome. I like that. And that brings us to the very end. There's no more cards to throw. I want to thank you, Seekers, for watching this. I hope that this reading resonated. Just a quick reminder, I am having a fall season special, $10 for a 1-question written reading. I will include the link in the description below if you are interested. Thank you, Seekers, for your support. Don't forget to comment below. Don't forget to give the video a like as well. And support me on Patreon as well. If you'd like to unlock, benefits, weekly readings, weekly pick a card readings, join me on Patreon. Thank you, seekers. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we will be talking about the next 3 months, what's coming for the next 3 months. Now, before we get started, I just want to make you aware that I am offering 1 question written readings for $10. This is a fall season special. The link is down below, so take advantage of that price point. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You picked the crystals, the 2 beautiful, beautiful crystals. Here they are. So let's see what's behind these crystals. Shield of Crystals. I am loved and protected. All right, I like that message. And then the second card is from the Gratitude Oracle deck. Let's see what we have here. Differences. Okay, interesting. Differences. Wow. All right, so these 2 oracle cards are essentially going to represent the theme of your reading for today, and we are going to need some tarot to give us more information on what exactly differences is trying to bring to light. But what I feel that your next 3 months will bring you is clarity. Clarity on what's helping you, clarity on what's not, clarity on what you need to let go of, clarity of what you need more of, right? There's a lot of guidance that's going to be presented to you, and I feel that in many ways there's this energy that's going to be around you and protect you, essentially protect you from any outside threat while you go through this process of realization. So it's a very interesting duel of oracle cards there. Now, we're going to throw some tarot, and this is a new tarot deck that I've not used before. This is from Ferric Pinter. All right, we're going to use this deck for today's reading. Let's go ahead and shuffle and see. Spirit, help us. What is coming for group number 2 within the next 3 months? 3 months, what is coming? Show us, show us, show us, show us. And here we are. Wow, so it's very dynamic, it truly is. So there's going to be a very, very drastic ending to something, okay? Now, the good news for you is that this drastic ending needs to happen. And this drastic ending is going to be very impactful to you. So we start with the 10 of Swords. This is the mind reaching its destruction. This is essentially the very last card of the Suit of Swords, which tells you that the mind has been stretched thin and now it's reached a breaking point. And you have that illustrated here rather gruesomely, right? So there's the end of something, there's the beginning of something new. And I feel that the end of that something is success. That's number 1, success. So we've got the Chariot here reversed. And what I feel is that you haven't had a lot of success, right? You have not been able to see the greatness and the stability that comes with the Chariot, right? The glory that comes with the energy of the Chariot, which is why it's reversed. What you've been previewed to is almost like a stagnant kind of energy. What you've been accustomed to recently or lately is just this energy of just being stuck. You've been stuck. And so this has to do with careers, it has to do with money, it has to do with finances. It could also be talking about relationships, right? The Chariot just kind of, encompasses everything, right? It could represent all of that. But we have a further illustration with the 6 of Wands that it's career-based, that it's financial. It's your abundance. You've been on hold, so you've got this card reversed as well. Six of Wands is the card of the hero. Six of Wands is the card of the successful merchant, the successful person that comes back to his people after he or she has been essentially out in the world and seeking and finding and just being of complete value, right? Now, the fact that this card is reversed tells me that you haven't been experiencing that lately. So that is coming to an end, right? It's going to be very abrupt. Now, further understanding, a further illustration that it is money and career and finances, we get the Five of Pentacles, right? The Five of Pentacles is calamity, right? It's financial calamity, it's financial ruin, financial torment, financial problems. This is the card of the homeless. This is the card of the dispossessed, the downtrodden. Obviously, it's not that grim, but it is a very strong illustration of a period of instability, a period of insecurity, So I feel like the fact that you've got the Chariot reversed, you've got the Six of Wands reversed, you've got the Five of Pentacles reversed, everything has to do with how you're moving in the world. Are you successful financially? Are you tapping into abundance? Do you have money? Can you save money? Can you reinvest it? The answer, I think, has been no. Your resources have been just in limbo for a while. Maybe you haven't been making enough. Maybe you're not in the right career. Maybe you're struggling to find some direction. There's definitely something that needs to come to an end, and it is all of these things, which is why you've got that Ten of Swords. And so what we can kind of see here with the Ten of Swords, sorry to have to show this gruesome image again, but what we have here is the complete ending of this. It's the complete surrender, and it's the end of this cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So it's like, the head is being essentially taken off of this situation. Now, we do definitely see a lot of these things bothering you and affecting you in a very, very dynamic way, which is why we've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups energy is the card of the person that's just distressed. There are emotional distress. It's like emotional distress. There's this sense of just not feeling whole, not feeling complete. It's emotions running wild. It's, emotions that unfortunately are filled with despair and sorrow. And so I think that a lot of that despair and a lot of that sorrow comes from your unsuccessfulness in your career and your finances and the things that you want to do. Now, obviously, possibly some of you, you have a job, maybe you are making some money, but you haven't been making what you want to make. You haven't been successful in the way that you want to be successful. And so it's a very difficult thing, right? Because maybe you have ambitions, you have dreams, you want to accomplish something, and it just has not been there. And, I feel that with differences now, we get a little bit of an understanding, right? You've been previewed to the dark side of the moon for quite some time, right? And now it's like you are going to see some sunshine. You are going to see some light. But the good thing here is that you're going to be able to learn from this period of instability and insecurity. The Shield of Crystals up there talks about protection. That's another theme. So it's almost like, we have a further illustration of protection. We have an omen of protection. We have an omen of shielding. So you are going to be shielded from these things. You are going to be protected from these things. Calamity will not befall you. Ruin will not befall you. So definitely the tarot is offering a rather motivating understanding of what we're going to see. All right, and most of it is just career based. It's just money. It's tangible assets, right? So this is very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some oracles and see what the oracles reveal. We're going to start with one of the newer oracles called the Seasons of the Witch. I think this oracle that came out yesterday. Seasons of the Witch. So we're going to throw just one Seasons of the Witch card and see what is coming for these 3 months. Poinsettia. There we go. Hope I said that right. Alright, so poinsettia, and the message with this oracle card is cast the shadows. scream silence at them. Dear witch, what lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauty. See? So there we have another confirmation, right, of what essentially is going to happen. So yeah, you've been privy to a lot of those shadows. You've been living in the shadows, right? So cast the shadows, scream silence at them, dear witch, right? What lurks inside transforms. So again, there is a transformation here. That card is just kind of giving a little more color and life to these tarot cards. It's like you are going to go through a transformation. You are going to go through a change. You've been going through a lot of shadows. You've been seeing a lot of bad things. Maybe there's a bit of hopelessness that has sunk in. We do see again with the Five of Cups, this energy of despair, sorrow. So there is going to be a transformation. And the fact that we've got here what lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauties, right? So it's like it's again an understanding that what you've been going through has led you here, right? A lot of us we grow weary, we grow tired, we get upset at spirit and our spirit guides, right? Because we have to go through all of these harsh things. Sometimes our faith is shot and we lose that faith. And this card and this reading, it's a reminder. Sometimes we have to go through certain experiences so that we can learn a very important lesson that's going to aid us in the future, right? Some of the most powerful of witches and some of the most powerful wizards, they have to go through periods of harshness. They have to go through the lows so that when they come out of that, they are able to assist their people. They're able to move the world forward and help, right? The best teacher is experience. It's actually going through these things. So, the keywords with that poinsettia card are beauty and darkness, transformation, also, shadow work. So this is pretty interesting, right? Shadow work. And I did do a pick a card on shadow work not too long ago. So maybe I'll link to that, or maybe you can search for that. But it'll be interesting. I think that the cards are calling for you to do a little shadow work. And it's the reason I say that is because of this differences card, and I feel that there is a shadow side here, right? You have almost like a shadow side, you have a more mysterious side, a darker side. So there might be things about yourself that you don't know about yourself just yet. And so maybe in the next 3 months, if you're able to do that shadow work and you do it diligently, you find out what that is. You find out how you can use those shadows to help you, to assist you, so that you can move forward, right, with victory and success and everything that you want. So what I see with the poinsettia, another thing that I'm seeing with the poinsettia is that you are, being guided to seek out your hidden parts. You may think that others will judge you, but that's not true, right? That's not exactly what that card is telling you. It's telling you that you have to essentially give yourself to yourself. You have to be able to sacrifice other people's opinions or what other people are saying of you and show who you are in order for you to be fully happy. You have to embrace that witch inside of you. So I think that for some of you, you are hiding in the shadows, right? Which is why we keep seeing these shadows. And so differences, and we've got that shadow side. So I think that maybe a lot of you, it's funny, it's like you haven't come out as a witch yet, or you haven't come out as someone who is involved with this, I guess, world of spirit. So that's very interesting. And maybe you, in some ways, you're just very silent, right? You don't have some of you potentially just don't have the confidence to say this is what I am. And so I think that maybe in the next 3 months you're going to start moving past that limitation, and you're going to be able to unlock many things. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards and see what else we get. Let's see with the Sacred Light Oracle what messages we get. Sacred Light Oracle, Spirit, talk to us. Wow, Galactic Vibration. I believe group number 1 got this card as well. This is interesting. So this is a very powerful card, right? So galactic vibration, personal conviction, raising your resilience, direct channel. This card is very dynamic. So what you have here is essentially a person that has been is touched by a lightning. And so there's a sense of just reaching a place of understanding. There's a sense of being ignited, almost being set ablaze by something greater than yourself, right? So that's your spirit guides, that's spirit telling you, I'm here, I'm helping you, I'm assisting you, we're going to get past this together. You're going to grow, you're going to essentially be, you're going to have more psychic ability, right? You're going to be able to raise your vibration to the point that you'll see clearly, you'll understand your differences, you'll understand why you're here, and you'll be able to move into a whole new cycle very graciously, very powerfully. I feel that a lot of you, you've been potentially maybe already doing some of that shadow work that the poinsettia is talking about, or you will start doing that shadow work. And one of the results of shadow work is that you find out the things that are keeping you back, the differences that are essentially holding you and keeping you in a rut. Right, and I do see that you've been in a rut for quite some time, right? So we're moving past these limitations. We're putting them behind. The energy of unsuccessfulness, the energy of just sorrow, despair, we're putting that aside. The energy here of, or the reality of not having enough to invest and to grow with abundance, right? That we're putting that behind as well. So again, you are going to take lessons that are going to come from this. You're going to be able to take those lessons, apply them, help potentially other people grow and beat these limitations. Also, the fact that now you've learned these lessons, it feels like your spirit guides are going to help you in this energetic way where you're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to tap into a new source. And this source is going to be something that's going to provide you with more psychic ability, right? So that's going to strengthen your intuition. It's going to strengthen your understanding. It's going to make you more resilient. And with that resilience comes this energy of success. With that resilience comes direction. So you're going to know what direction to take, where to go, how to do it. And, the poinsettia card promises that you're going to be able to turn what lurks inside, which are shadows, into the most beautiful of beauties. So definitely something to look forward to. Excellent omen. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about love, right? Love is a big topic. I know that you seekers love that topic. So we're gonna go ahead and throw 2 lovers oracle cards, and we're just gonna let spirit just talk to us and see for the next 3 months what we get. All right, so here's the first love oracle, and the message is, in love, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, you will automatically transform. That's beautiful. All right, so not much needs to be said there. That's a very direct message from spirit. Okay, let's go ahead and throw one more. Here we go. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Wow. Okay. So that's a very interesting combination of cards here. Okay, it's a very interesting combination of cards. You are being asked in some ways to accept, move past any limitations, right? Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Again, that keyword transform keeps showing up in your reading. Okay, transform. 10 of Swords. We're moving from a place of a broken mind to a place of restarting, right? To more of a full kind of energy. You have the poinsettia talking to you about transformation, and now you have this transformation coming to you in love as well. So these transformations are just all around you, just in your career, in your finances, your love life. I mean, things are going to start shifting for you. You know, the only guidance and advice that I see here that I think that you should really take to heart is shadow work. Do some shadow work. See exactly what you need to explore. You yourself, if you know, if you understand tarot, you can do your own shadow work. There's definitely different techniques out there. I have a pick a card where I talk, about that, right? Shadow work as well. So maybe you can watch that. But you do have some work to do. All right, there is some work there. Journal what you find, and I feel that with this extra boost of energy that you're going to receive from spirit, you're going to be able to understand more. You're going to be able to see more, and it's going to really point you in the right direction. All right, so that is what I see here. I hope you seekers enjoyed that reading. Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder, I have a fall special. I don't think I've ever done one of these specials. It's the first special I've done, so I don't know. I kind of feel I feel good about it. But this is the fall special. It is $10 that I'm charging for a 1-question written reading. That is the lowest that I've ever charged. So go ahead and take advantage of that. The link is going to be in the description below. You will have to go through my Etsy store. Looking forward to working with you. And also, don't forget to give this video a like and to comment. I want to hear from you seekers. Comment down below. I've been writing back. So let me know what you thought about this reading. If you enjoyed it, what are you looking forward to in the next 3 months? All that good stuff. So thank you, seekers. Hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where we're going to talk about the next 3 months. What's coming up in the next 3 months. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you, seekers, I am having a fall special, $10 for a 1-question written reading. It's the first time I actually have a special. So look forward to working with you, seekers. The link is down in the description below. Thank you. Now, you picked a very beautiful oracle card. You picked the rocks, right? Almost like a Zen-like rocks, balanced rocks. Let's see what's behind these rocks. The message for the next 3 months. I am grounded and creative. Interesting. Magical rocks. And then this next card is from the Gratitude Oracle deck. Let's take a look and see what's behind this. This is the theme for your next 3 months. Wisdom. Interesting. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. And the funny thing is you've got that in combination with I am grounded and creative. And now you've got the wisdom card. So there's just so much symbolism here, right? And you've got the picture of a lion, a falcon. So there's a sense of mastery. There's a sense also of vision and understanding. You have some foxes, so there's a sense of cleverness as well. You have a shell of a snail, so there's protection. And you even have a little angel, so there's like divine sword. There's like a divine, there's divine intervention as well. So, the next 3 months are going to be pretty interesting for you guys. I think that you have something inside of you that wants to be birthed, which is why you're getting that message of I am grounded and creative, right? I think that potentially you, group number 3, have a lot of ideas, right? It's like you have a lot of things that you want to do. You know that it will be successful, but I think that one of your problems is that you don't execute because you're just an idea generator. You come up with such wonderful, wonderful ideas, but you lack execution power. You lack the ability to sit down, write it down, and get it done. Or potentially it's because of your, job or just life and routine. Those things can really get in the way of your creativeness, right? Saps you of your creative energy. So what these 2 oracle cards are kind of telling you is that for the next 3 months, these roadblocks, these things might be removed, and a new opportunity will come. And these opportunities will lead to further creative outlets, right? Further creativeness. And the fact that you are being grounded means that you're moving away from that kind of air energy, which is you up in the clouds, flying high and just generating ideas, but not really executing. Right now, you're able to take those beautiful ideas that you got from when you were up there flying around, and now you're going to be able to apply them real time here on planet Earth, right? You are going to be grounded. So that is very interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. But let me talk to you about the tarot deck that we're going to use today. This is from PeriTune Tarot. This is a pretty interesting one, right? It was the first time I used this tarot deck in this channel. So hope you guys like the artwork. PeriTune has a pretty dark and interesting past. So, and it is definitely reflected in this tarot deck. So I hope that you seekers enjoy the artwork here. Let me know what you think about the deck in the comments section. Just want to know if you want me to use it for, for other readings. So let's see what's coming. Spirit, what is coming for group number 3 for the next 3 months? What is coming? Talk to us. What is happening? What is going to be around? My. Okay. A big event is coming up for you. Okay, group number 3, a big event is coming up for you. This is interesting. You've got 2 major arcanas that are very dynamic. Very dynamic. So a major life event is coming up for you within the next 3 months. You've got the Death card and you've got the Tower, which is talking about that big change, right? So we'll take it step by step, and hope the reading resonates with you. But anyways, we've got the Death card here, and this is the card of endings, right? This is the major arcana that says a major life event is coming. This major life event is going to shape you, mold you, completely and utterly take you to your next destination, right? It's like a brand new reality is about to take place. And then we follow that energy up, which is so dynamic, with the energy of the Tower. And the energy of the Tower is possibly even more dynamic than the Death card, right? Because this is sudden change. This is what you thought was going to essentially be your life completely broken down, torn down, and then a completely new reality takes place. So, whatever this change is that's coming, you're not going to ever be the same. It's a complete 360 from what you knew. Now, before you have a heart attack, let me just go ahead and clarify. This is more positive than bad, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is because you are an idea generator. And I feel that one of your ideas has the capacity to bring you an incredible amount of success and abundance, which you have not had. All right, so we see that illustrated here. Number 1, we see it illustrated with the magical rocks. I am grounded and creative. Number 2, we see it with the theme of your reading, which is wisdom, having gained an understanding. And now, with that wisdom, you're applying it real time, moving towards something new. And then we have the completion of that, and what that is the 10 of Pentacles. And what you have with the 10 of Pentacles is a person who has reached, you can see them there, they have their arms held high. There's a sense of freedom, there's a sense of just complete and utter abundance in every way, right? So this is that grounding energy that we're getting with the oracle cards. This is you fully grounded. This is you reaching and understanding. So, whatever this idea is that you are going to essentially bring or put into effect or actually, follow through on, it's going to change your life, right? So I think that potentially this could be an idea where you're going to gain some kind of following. That following will lead to more following. That will lead to more success. That will lead to you essentially, bringing in some kind of income that's just completely different than what you've been able to to accomplish or muster up until now. And so this big change is lifestyle change. Okay, there's a big lifestyle change coming. There's growth, incredible growth coming for you. Now, there is a bit of a shadow here, and the shadow is the Ten of Wands reversed. With that great energy of expansion and abundance that comes from your creativity, there's this energy with the Ten of Wands of exhaustion. Okay, so there is a lot of work coming for you. So that's one thing to really prepare for. I think that you're going to be able to move past that. I think that with you, it's almost like, you know, you have these great ideas and you look at the idea and you say there's a lot of work tied to that idea. There's a lot of work to maintain this. So there's kind of like this fear of success, right? And so I think that with this wisdom, you're going to be able to move past that. And you're going to be able to actually execute. You're going to start executing. You're going to start being able to manifest greatness for yourself. And with the Eight of Cups, what we're seeing here is letting go of that old skin. Letting go of that despair. Letting go of the darkness, right? So the Eight of Cups is a journey. It's a journey into the great beyond. And so that great beyond offers you more understanding about yourself, about the things that have been holding you back, right? So, you know, the illustration here is interesting than the normal traditional illustration of the Eight of Cups. Normally with the Eight of Cups, you see a woman going into kind of this cave, or, you know, and just letting go of the old skin, shedding it away and moving towards something new. Here what you have is essentially a cage that has been opened, and it's empty, so that bird has flown free, right? So I think that, you know, you yourself have been putting yourself in a cage for a long time, right? That's kind of the illustration there. And now in the next 3 months, you're going to be able to unlock that gate and just fly free. You're not going to be held back by the any kind of limiting emotional thought patterns. You're not going to be held back by anything that would keep you in a place of despair, and will keep you in a place of sorrow, or will keep you in a place of just, you know, being stuck. And so we go back to the Wisdom card, and we go back to all of the symbolism that we see here in this card, right? We saw a lion, so there's a symbol of leadership. So I think that with this following, or with this, it could also be a promotion. You know, it doesn't have to just be a following that you gain through some kind of, you know, platform or some kind of business. It can really just be you reaching a promotion, or reaching a new career, a new opportunity that's going to completely change you know, 360. And so with the lion, we have leadership and we have mastery. Okay, with the falcon, we have vision, and we have that air energy that was showing up, that is showing up, which leads to the creativity. The only shadow that I'm really seeing here is you and this exhaustive energy. Also an unwillingness to accept the change. So the Tower talks about, you know, sudden change needing to happen to bring about an energy of expansion. And so I think that many times with the Tower, where there's, you know, the shadows of the Tower are not wanting for that change to occur. It's almost like, you know, someone else making that decision for you. This is the universe and divine timing at play that says, listen, you have reached a certain place. You've reached a certain level of wisdom. So now your entire environment needs to completely change so that you can move forward and accomplish what you've come to this world to accomplish when you signed that soul contract and you came here. And so that's that push, right? That's spirit sending the lightning and breaking the foundation, breaking that tower, and saying, now it's time for you to be activated and for you to tap into the abundance that's available to you now. Okay? And so I think that maybe that Ten of Wands energy that we're seeing there, again, which is, you know, the energy of just complete exhaustion. You did get it reversed, which just further illustrates the exhaustion, right, that this card carries. Again, this tarot deck, you know, it's definitely very, very dark, and it's funny that I picked this deck today, because I feel that for every single reading, there's this moving from darkness towards something greater. But at the same time, it really just illustrates the darkness that has been plaguing people. And with you, it's no different. There definitely is this skin that needs to be shed, right? And I think that for a lot of you, group number 3, that change is scary. It is going to be a bit scary to the point that it will exhaust you energetically. But that change is going to help you. It's going to assist you. It's going to lead towards expansion. And I think that a lot of you have been needing that for a while. So let's go ahead and throw some more oracles. We're going to throw an oracle from the Seasons of the Witch. This deck came out like a day ago. Pretty interesting deck. I really like it. So let's go ahead and see. The Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. We have mistletoe. Oh, that's interesting. Number 22, mistletoe. So the message of the mistletoe. What dreams may come from the borrowing of ivy held tight within the womb? A calling and of sorts, a spell from above. Holy, holy. My. So the first and I think the most obvious thing is the fact that we've got this message of a calling, right, and a calling from above, and this energy of above. And I feel like it's talking about the tower. It's trying to give an illustration of the tower. It's trying to tell you that you are going to have further ideas. So I think that this abundance that you're going to receive, right, you're going to have that idea within the next 3 months, because this card is talking about those ideas. It's talking about a spark of ideas. Also, protection is another key word with that mistletoe. Fertility. Interesting enough, I think some of you, just some, might end up getting pregnant within the next 3 months. So that is definitely a big 360, right? For some. So not everyone, but anyways, this card is talking about protection as well. It's talking about reaching a place of true mastery and understanding. The thing that we see here is that creative endeavors are supported, essentially. Also, you shouldn't be surprised if you find yourself seeing inspiration in unusual places. Perhaps you wonder if your idea is worthy or if things will work. But this card is telling you to not worry. Don't worry about that, right? Pulling this card is a confirmation that you are on the right path at this moment in time. So you don't have to do, also, you don't have to do everything at once, okay? Be very careful, because doing everything at once will lead to this energy of exhaustion. So you don't want to do that. All you have to do is just keep doing what you're doing. It's what the mistletoe is promising you success, essentially. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a card from the Sacred Light Oracle deck. And let's see what we get with the Sacred Light Oracle. Celestial Channel. My. I like this one. So, Celestial Channel, and the key words that are attached to this card are hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, staying neutral. Interesting. Okay, so this card is talking about so much, and a lot of it's just about the power that is inside of you, group number 3. And that power has been fully illustrated here beautifully, right? We started with wisdom, we started with creativeness and what's inside of you to create. And then we have this abundance, right? And abundance is not something that comes from an outside source. The abundance is inside of you. You're just able to fully embrace life. You're able to connect to source. And so that abundance comes out of you. It expands out of you. And so with this celestial channel, what we have here essentially is a confirmation that you have everything that you need inside of you. You have all of the resources, and you are being asked to be optimistic. So I think that a lot of you, with this 8 of Cups reversed here, there's a tendency to not see and trust in your abilities. There's a tendency to not see and trust in what you've thought of or what you want. And I think that that might lead to the lack of execution, or you wonder, maybe I'm just wasting my time. Maybe you just weren't encouraged enough when you were younger. That will lead to this kind of energy. But honestly, with this celestial channel, you just have to be, you just have so much beauty inside of you. You have so much. And within the next 3 months, you're just going to be able to just set a plan for yourself. And that plan is going to work out to the point where you've got such massive change coming with the Tower and the Death card. My goodness. Now, the last, I guess, piece of advice, we can say that that is some advice, staying neutral. So it's interesting, you know, if there's any conflict at work, if there's, you know, anyone that's demanding that you pick a side, all right, just make sure that you are not doing that. Stay neutral as you possibly can in any of these situations, right? That's a message for some of you. Stay neutral. All right, so we're going to throw some Lovers Oracle cards. Why? Well, because a lot of you seekers love, all right? So, you know, love readings are definitely the most popular. So we're just going to go ahead and see what's in store as far as love. Maybe we can get some guidance and advice when it comes to just love. So here's the first card. We're going to throw 2. And here is the second card. All right, so let's reveal the first one. The message here is give thanks for the beginnings. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Yes. My, oh my. So for a lot of you, you are, you know, one of the big changes, you know, one of these big dynamic changes is love, right? Tower energy, Death card. So for you, those of you that are single, that potentially are waiting for your soulmate or want to get married, you know, there is definitely an opportunity here with the Tower and the Death card. There's a big dynamic change coming for you. So give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way is the message there, and know that you deserve it. You know, one very important thing with the mistletoe, again, and I'm going to repeat this, it talks about fertility, right? So now that we have that other Lovers card, that's very interesting. So, all right, now this is the second Oracle card. The message here is, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Interesting. All right, so I think that's more of an advice. It could be for relationship, friends. You know, maybe potentially there's going to be some kind of understanding or a resolution or choice that just leads to further understanding about life and love. This could be with friends, family, but ultimately I think that we have the tale of two, right? We have almost like a romantic connection here with this Lovers Oracle, and we have more of a relationships and friends and family here when it comes to matters of the heart, right? So this is very interesting. That brings us to the very end of this reading. Thank you, seekers, for watching. Just a quick reminder, I'm having a fall special. I'm offering my 1 questions written readings for $10. Normally it was $25. Now I'm doing 10. So huge price cut. Take advantage, seekers. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that for very long. The link is going to be in the description below.